Here we go. All right, so if you're seeing my screen, Sourish, you see a system of equations.
Okay.
So when I say system of equations, what I'm referring to is two linear equations, Maybe you even saw something like that today in your test.
Okay.
Now, the first thing we can do here is we can
Yeah, I
add,
seen that before my test.
okay, we can add these equations together vertically. We're going to add them together vertically. So we're going to take that 13x minus 8x, and we're going to add those. What is 13 minus 8, Sarish?
13 minus 8.
Yes.
13 minus 8. 5.
5x. Now the
Mhm.
next column of numbers, what do you see? Minus 5y plus 5y. What do they add up to? What is minus 5 plus 5?
Okay, negative 5 plus 5. That's gonna be 10.
Nope. Try again.
0.
It's 0. Yeah, they cancel. Okay, and then let's look at the last grouping. What is minus 66 plus 56?
Minus 66 plus 56.
Yes.
Minus 66 plus 56. That right there. That right there. Negative 10.
Negative 10. Great. So do you see how the first strategy is to just add them vertically? And what we're left over with is 5x equals negative 10. Okay, how do you solve for x? What is keeping x from being by itself?
Okay, so for that right there, as you know, that you need to divide both sides by 5.
Perfect, yes.
That's
Divide
gonna
both,
make you get negative 2.
x is negative 2. Very good. Now this is the harder part, is to solve for y. Okay, we're going to solve for y now. So you take one of the original equations, and I guess I'm going to grab the second one, the second equation. So let me just get a little more space here, and then we can proceed here. So the second equation is minus 8x plus 5y equals 56. But we now have an x value. Do you see that? We're going to use that x value that we found in the previous problem, for previous part of the problem.
Okay,
You see how I substitute that in for x?
yeah.
Okay, so now just help me out here. What is minus 8 times minus 2?
Minus 8 times negative 2 right there. That is gonna be able to equal to 16.
16 plus 5y equals 56. Very good. Now, how do you solve this two-step equation? Two-step equation. What do you undo first?
What do you undo first? You have to undo so first of all you have to undo both sides by 56.
You have to subtract 16 from both sides.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Okay.
And then for that you should subtract 56 minus 16 right there. That's going to be able to equal 40, and then divide both sides by 5, and then that's going to equal 8.
Yes. Divide both sides by 5 and y equals 8. Very good.
Yeah.
So you've seen these before. So these aren't new to you. These are just these are problems that you've seen, but you've got to get some practice at. So let me do this here. Let me put a new problem in front of you. We'll work this one out together. So we're gonna add the equations again. We're just gonna add them up here. All right. Now let's do the first two. What is 3x plus 11x?
3x plus 11x right there. That's going to be able to equal 14.
14x, good. Okay. And then how about the middle? What happens in the middle here? Minus 4y plus 4y.
That is 0.
That is 0.
You can
Okay.
say y. Just say y.
Are you asking
Because
me a
y
question?
is 0.
No, y is not 0. When you add them together, it's 0. But y is not 0.
Oh, okay.
We don't know that. It could be.
Okay. I'm just yawning. I'm just getting tired.
Yeah, well, this is not super interesting. I
I
agree.
know.
But
Anyways,
it
let me just subtract this right here. Or maybe
okay.
no, you can't subtract that.
You can add them together. -50 plus 78.
Mm-hmm. 28.
It is positive 28. Good. So that's
Mm-hmm.
14x equals 28. What do you do to solve for x?
What do you do to solve for x?
Yeah,
Yeah, divide both sides by 14.
very good. And what does x equal?
2.
2. All right, now I want you to use the second equation. And I want you to solve for y now. So you're going to take that value of 2 and put it in for x. So it's 11 times 2 plus 4y equals 78. I want you to try solving it from here, please.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, 11 times 2 right there. That's gonna be um 22, and then subtract both the 78 and 22 by 22, and then 78 minus 22. Can 4 go into 46?
Did you subtract both sides by 22?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the mistake is there. What is 78 minus 22? It's not 46. Do you have a calculator handy?
Yeah, I know what it is. 8 minus 2 is 6, 7 minus 2 is 4.
No, 7 minus 2 is not 4, Sourish.
5. Are you I can't believe it.
That's okay. But you were right. You see, what's important is your thinking was really good. You're like, hey, 4 doesn't go into 46. There must be something wrong. And you're right, because it's the wrong number. 4 goes into 56. How many times does 4 go into 56?
Uh, 14.
14 times. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to move on to another type of system of equations. This one's just as important as the previous one, but it's a little bit harder to solve. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you now. Let me pull up a question here. Here we go. All right. Excuse me. Okay, now in the previous problem, we were able to just add the equations together. Okay, and you may not have known why we were able to do that. So we're actually going to go back and look at the previous problem and see why. So let's look at the previous problem. Do you see how minus 4y and plus 4y are opposite in sign?
Your voice was getting lagging because of the computer.
Do you
They're
see
both
that
gonna be-
do you see that minus 4y and plus 4y are opposite in sign?
Yeah, they're opposite because they have the different symbols right there.
Okay, do you see how minus 5y and plus 5y are opposite in sign?
Yep, they're the
Okay.
opposite again.
Now let's look at your problem, your new problem here. Do you see how y are, this is not
They're the
opposite in
same.
sign? So we want to make them opposite in sign. Okay, now how to do that? The the best way is to change the sign of every term.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I mean by that. Is the 7x positive or negative out in front? Is this 7x positive or negative? I'm asking you, Sourish, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
It's positive. So now we're going to make it negative. Is plus y positive or negative?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you, is plus y positive or negative?
Negative.
No. Where's the negative? There's no negative there.
It's a positive, but I thought, yeah, because your
Yeah,
arrow was pointing in -8.
we're gonna change it to a negative. Now, what about this number over here on the right? Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
So we're gonna make it positive. Do you see how I changed the sign of everything?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what I want you to do. I want you to add these up vertically. I want you to add them up vertically. I want you to add up 13x plus -7x. Tell me what that
13x
equals.
plus -7. All right, I got it.
What is 13x plus -7x? 6x. Excuse me. What is y plus -y?
Y plus a -y.
Yes.
Y plus -y. So that right there, that so as you see, 26 plus 8 right there, -26 plus 8. So we have to add those.
What about the y's? I'm asking you to do the y's first. What is y plus -y?
-y.
Okay, let's go back to the previous problem. What was minus 4y plus 4y? What is here in blue?
0.
Why is it 0? Because they're opposite in sign and they're the same. They're the same but opposite in sign. Minus 4y plus 4y. Now let's look at your problem. It's plus 1y minus 1y. What do those add up to?
Okay. Those add up to those add up to 0.
Yes.
Oh,
0.
but okay.
Okay, now we can do the one on the right, minus 26 plus 8.
Minus 26 plus 8. All right, let me just figure that out. -18.
It's -18. Very good. So 6x equals -18. What is the value of x?
What was the value of x?
Yes. How do you solve for x?
You divide both sides by 6.
That's right.
Mhm.
So x equals -3.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to use the second equation, 7x plus y equals -8. And we're going to use this to solve for x. So you take that value of x and you plug it in. 7 times -3 plus y equals -8.
Yeah.
Okay. What is 7 times -3?
7 times -3. 7 times -3, that's -21.
-21 plus y equals -8. How do you get y by itself? What do you need to do to get y be the only thing there?
That's gonna be that's -3.
You're trying to solve it, and I think that's great, but you're not giving me the right answer. So either try again or follow the
All
steps
right,
here.
I'm following. I'm following.
Okay, so how do you undo subtraction by 21?
You add.
What do you add?
What you need to add is 21.
Very good. So y equals 13.
And then wait, that's it? Are we supposed to divide?
There's nothing to divide. So there's a 1 in front of y.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what it is. Okay. So, all right. Okay.
Are you planning to dress up for Halloween?
Um, maybe I don't know.
You haven't decided yet?
I just want to keep it a secret.
All right, very good. Do you
It's
have a
just,
fa- do you
it's
have a
just
that's fine with me. Do you have a favorite candy?
I don't eat candy.
You never eat candy.
No, because candy, it's not good for you.
Well, that's true, but it's tough to not eat candy. When you did eat candy, did you like Reese's, Kit Kats, Snickers,
Yeah,
Starburst?
well, I never ate any candy before my life. Never since.
Never. You've never had candy. Wow, that
I
is
never,
impressive.
I never ate candy. I got candy from trick or treating, but I haven't ate them
Got it. Got it.
because I just don't want to eat them because it can cause diabetes.
That is true. Too much sugar will cause diabetes. That's for sure.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'm going to hand out some Kit Kats, Reese's, Snickers, and Starbursts, and I'm going to keep track and see how many of each type people each kid gets. All right. Well, ready to move on to another problem?
Yeah.
Great. So notice that in this problem, do you see how it's 11y and 11y and it's plus plus? They're both the same.
Yeah.
So we want to do this again. We're on the second equation. We want to change the sign of every term.
Okay.
So we're just going to go term by term. Minus 4x in front. Is it positive or negative?
Minus 4x on front. Is it positive or negative? Negative.
It's negative. So we're going to make it positive. Boom. We made it positive. Is the plus 11y positive or negative?
That's a positive right there.
So we're going to make it negative. What about this number to the right of the equal sign? Is it
It's a
positive or negative?
negative, make it into a positive.
Make it into positive. So now we're going to add them up vertically.
Okay.
So what is 9x plus positive 4x?
Plus positive 4x. Now right there. 9x plus okay. That right there is gonna be 13.
13x, yeah. How about 11y plus minus 11y?
Go, Anya. Yes. Sorry, my brother.
No problem. Are you so refocus here? It's 11y plus negative 11y.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. That's gonna be plus negative 11y. Ah, all right,
Yes,
that's gonna be 0.
it's gonna be 0. Very good. How about minus 49 plus 10?
Minus 49 plus 10 right there. That's gonna be I'm thinking.
Okay,
Negative 39.
very good. Now, can you solve for x for me, please?
Yeah, first of all, you have to subtract both sides by 13.
You don't subtract. 13 is not being added to x.
Oh, wait, divide.
Okay, so you divide. Tell me the result.
That is going to be negative 3.
Okay. All right, so let's have you use the first equation. And I want you to solve for y now that you have x.
Okay. All right. And now for that right there. All right. Let me just solve that. Wait, if there's no a pot, if there's no plus sign at next to 9, then that means we'll just leave it as a 9.
You're gonna take this value of -3 and plug it in for x. You're gonna substitute it in for x.
Hmm. That's gonna be -27.
Okay, I want you to solve the whole thing, Sourish. You can do this.
Yeah. -27 plus 22 equals 49.
Do you have a value for y, or are you just working it out?
The value of y, it is the value of y. I'm just trying to think. I'm just gonna be thinking that 11 plus 11 is 22, and 9. Why is there no addition sign for 9?
Because you don't put a plus in front of 9. Plus, we're already done with it. So you have to undo the -27, Sourish. You have to undo subtraction by 27 by doing what?
Adding.
Okay, so add 27 to both sides.
27 plus 9 is 36.
You're not adding it to 9. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to see your screen. I'm just thinking.
What are you're adding it to the other side of the equation.
Okay. 49, -49 plus 27. -49 plus 27. -22. Divide both sides by 11, and that's -2.
Yes, that's correct. So y equals -2. Good.
Mhm.
All right, let's look at another question.
Yeah, okay.
What about this is difficult for you? Is there something about this that you feel like is really difficult, Sourish?
Well, just the substituting. Substituting is very difficult.
Okay, so let's look at this question here. 5x minus 11y equals -30, and 5x plus 2y equals 35. So do you
Okay.
see that the 5x and the 5x are the same? These are the same.
Yeah.
Okay. We want them to be opposite in sign. We
Mhm.
want them to be opposite in sign. So let's do it this time, because it doesn't matter which equation we do, but let's change the sign of every term in the top equation.
Okay.
Because you can do either the top or the bottom. It doesn't matter. Now, is 5x currently, and that's, we're talking about the numerator, is 5x in the, not numerator, the top equation, is 5x positive or negative?
Mhm.
I'm asking you, is 5x positive or negative?
All right. As you know, you just have to first of all, you have to substitute 5x into -5x, and then 2y -2y.
Everything you just said is completely wrong. It's almost like you haven't been paying attention the last 25 minutes. Because I'm also asking you, Sarah, I'm saying, is 5x positive or negative?
It's positive.
Okay, so we're going to change the sign. So that means we're going to make it negative. Is the next term positive or negative?
And the next term positive, negative, negative.
Okay, so we're going to make it positive. How about this term to the right of the equal sign? This number here, is it positive or
Negative.
negative? So we're going to make it positive. Now you
Mhm.
can add them up. Now you can add the equations. So again, I ask you, what is -5x plus 5x?
That's gonna be 0.
That's right. How about plus 11y plus 2y?
13.
13y. Then what is 30 plus 35?
65.
Okay. Now, what do you do to solve for y?
Divide both sides by 13.
Okay, and can you tell me what that equals? What does y equal?
Uh-huh. Five.
Okay. All right, now let's have you use the second equation, and I want you to solve it for x. So you're going to put this value in for y this time.
Okay. 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 All right, I got this.
Do you have an answer for me, Sourish?
Yeah, I have an. I am having an answer.
Okay, what is your answer?
I almost got it.
Okay.
I'm lost now.
Okay, did you substitute 5 in for y?
Yeah.
Okay, what is 2 times 5?
10.
Okay. Now, how do you solve a two-step equation? Do you get rid of multiplication first or division first? I'm sorry, or addition first?
Addition first.
Addition first. So how do you undo addition of 10?
Subtract by 10.
Okay.
25. And that will make it that's 5.
X is 5.
Mhm.
Why is it that we could work through it together in under 30 seconds, but you were completely lost about how to
I was
proceed?
just completely lost because I'm just in the middle of something, just trying to just figure out what step am I in.
All right, let's look at a new question.
Oh, this is hard
Why do you say that?
because there's no numbers in there.
Well, there's no multiple choice. There is a multiple choice, but I'm not gonna show it because we need to do this problem without multiple choice. It's it's not necessary. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, do you see that the X's are the same sign?
The X's are the same sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the same side.
No, sign.
Okay. Yeah.
They're both positive. Do you see that?
Positive. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to change one equation or the other. Which equation do you want to change the sign of? The top one or the bottom?
I'm gonna be changing the bottom.
You're going to change the bottom. Okay.
You don't know the top one. I would do
It doesn't matter. Just, it really doesn't matter. Which one do you want to do? Top or bottom?
top.
Okay. So tell me what happens to this X when you change the sign.
What happens to the X?
Yes. What
For the
what does
X
it
right
become?
there, you should change into. You change that into
What
a
is,
negative.
that's right. How about the next term?
Negative.
Okay. And how about the next term?
Negative.
Okay. So now we're going to add these up vertically. I want you to add them up vertically and tell me what the result is down here, please.
Okay. That includes x negative x plus x.
Yeah, you're adding up vertically.
Ah. Okay. 0 plus 1 equals 7.
None of that is correct. I guess the 0 is correct. We'll go with that. All right. Minus y minus 2y. Minus y minus 2y.
You have to subtract. Are you kidding me? Wow. That's 1.
It is not 1.
But I solved it, but
So they're both negative. They're both negative, which means you keep the sign. Keep the sign. And then you add the two numbers, 1 plus 2.
-3.
Negative 3y. Then on the right of the equal sign, it's minus 21 minus 3. They're both negative. So the answer is negative. And then you add them together.
-24.
Yes. Now I hear a lot of typing, which I'm a little surprised because you should have a pencil and a notebook out and be working this out by hand.
I can figure them out in the 1 because that's going to be very easier.
Well, so far I haven't heard any correct answers, Sourish. So if you want to keep using the computer, you can, but you should be working these out on pencil and paper.
Okay, maybe yeah.
Okay, what is how do you solve for y here?
You divide both sides by 3.
Nope.
What?
What is the number in front of y?
The number in front of y is -3.
Yes, and that's what you divide by. It's the number in front of the variable. That's what you divide by.
So I cannot say -3. I have to say -3y.
No, negative. You said 3 and it's -3. It's got to be negative. It's got to be the whole number. You can't just say part of it.
Okay, it's 8.
That's right. Y is 8. Okay, now let's go back to the original problem. And let's ask ourselves if we have solved it. Have we solved the original problem?
Yeah.
Okay, what does the problem ask for?
The value of x, we solved it for the first top right up there.
Well, we
Now
solved it, but do we have x?
No, we have y.
Y. So how do we get x?
How do we get x? You just have to switch them into x's.
Okay, so you can use the
Replace them
first
with x's.
equation or the second equation. Which one do you think you should use to solve for x?
The second equation.
No, that is not a good choice. See how the first one is got positives. There's no numbers in front of X or Y.
Yeah,
What is the value of Y?
8.
8. So X plus 8 equals 21.
Okay,
So what is the value of X?
the value of X. 1.
So 1 plus 8 gets you to 21.
No,
Is that true? No, it's not true.
I
How do
think
you,
something needs to add to 8, add to 8 to get to 21, right?
that's true. So
Okay,
you can undo addition by subtraction.
okay. That's 13.
X is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and it's 13. 13 is the X. The value of X is 13.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's look at a related question. Well, actually, none of these are related. All right, let me give you another one here to solve. Let's say it is minus 3x minus 4y equals 20. 3x minus 30y equals 48.
Okay. Yeah.
So I want you to look very closely at this right here that I've boxed in. What do you notice about those two terms?
Well, what do you know about those two terms? Those two terms are X's that you need. Those two terms are X's. And now for them, one is negative and one is positive.
That's correct. One is negative, one is positive. So if you add them together, what does that become?
If you add them together, that's going to be equal. That's going to be equaling. That's going to be equaling something that you know it's going to be 0.
It is 0. Now, can you add the next two terms together?
No, you have to subtract them.
No, you're adding. See how there's an addition out here? You're
Oh
adding
yeah.
them. You're going to add them together. So it's minus 4y plus minus 30y.
Okay. Minus 40 plus 30. Okay. Minus 4 plus 30, right? Minus 4 plus 30.
It's plus negative 30. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's gonna be negative 34.
that is correct. Negative 34y. Now, the last grouping, you have a 20 plus 48. What does that become?
Okay, 20 plus 48. That's gonna be equaling 68.
68. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to write the equation minus 34y equals 68. Oops, I didn't get that correct. Minus 34y equals 68. How do you solve for y?
How do you solve for y?
Yeah,
How do you solve for y? You have to divide both sides by negative 34.
yes, that's correct. So what does y equal? How many times does 34 go into 68?
How many times does 34 goes into 68?
Yes. What is 68 divided by negative 34?
68 divided by negative 34. That's gonna be negative 2. Hello?
It is negative 2.
Yeah.
All right, so
How
now,
come you're not responding whenever I'm talking?
how come you don't answer the question, Sourish, when I ask you that how to solve something?
I was answering them, and I was recently hearing you for what you're saying to me.
Well, I think if we were to play back the lesson, Sourish, we would see there's many times when I ask you a question and you don't respond to me. So if I don't respond to you, It's
I'm
either because I'm waiting to
I'm
process what
sorry
you're
for
saying.
saying that. I'm sorry for
It's either I'm waiting to process what you're saying, or trying to give you a moment maybe to catch something that you're saying. You have a tendency to want to blurt out the answers, which is okay, but we want you to do this correctly. And that's why sometimes I don't respond to you right away, because I'm trying to process what you're saying.
Okay, I'm sorry for that.
You did great today. You did great today. So go ahead and grab your dad. I'll let him know we're all done. Tell him that you did
Okay.
a great job today.
Dad. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, Dr. Kathari. So Sourish did a great job today in terms of answering my questions and working through the problems. We worked through some SAT systems today.
Good.
I don't know if he took notes or not. I hope he did.
No, he did not.
Yeah, right. He did say that he grabbed a notebook at the beginning of the lesson, but I could tell he was trying to use his computer to solve the problems. But he did actively participate. We got through a number of questions, but I
Okay.
would ask that he take notes for each lesson. He's
Yeah,
getting, he is getting,
the problems are very easier than a notebook.
he is getting stronger in some of the, numerical stuff like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, that
Okay.
speed is picking up. I'm noticing that.
Okay.
But I hope he is willing to continue doing this SAT prep, because there's so much we need to cover. It doesn't matter that he just took the PSAT.
Right.
He's got to
Right.
keep going.
Yeah, I agree. I think, he's going to work on SAT math and school work if he has, we'll continue to practice,
Yes. So I'm happy to keep working with him.
Yeah.
And we got another lesson on Thursday. We'll just keep up. If he's got geometry, we'll do that first, but he said he didn't have any today.
Okay. Yeah, I think hope for next time you'll write down in the notes. Shari, you have to practice in the notes, Shari.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. That's
Yeah,
it, Dr.
thank you.
Theory. Yeah, I hope you're having a great week, and
Yeah.
see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sourish.